Here it is.
Sweet Soul Sunday.
Say what?
Sunday in the afternoon.
Got that right.
Sweet Soul Sunday.
Yeah, yeah.
Sit and watch the rising moon. Time for us to sing a soulful tune.
6 o'clock on the West Coast.
Sweet
9 in Louisville.
Soul Sunday.
What?
People, won't you come along?
I'm in direct
Sweet
from the Joy
Soul
Television Network
Sunday.
studios at Merrimack Farm.
This is right where we belong.
Sweet Soul Sunday.
Here's our chance to sing a soulful song. Sweet, how very sweet it is, child. Just like I was always told. Sunday's all about soul. Everybody come on in, let the groove begin. Say hey, hey, say hey, hey.
Welcome to Sweet Soul Sundays, everybody. We got one little thing here we got to do. Just hang on. Good afternoon and welcome. Great to have you with us on a sunny Sunday afternoon. I'm Billy Mack, the star of the Mayor Cam, international celebrity, Grammy nominee, and the lovely Mrs. Mack. Marilee Rush is with us tonight. Say hello, Marilee. Well, try that, Merlin.
Okay. Hi, everybody.
We're going to get your camera on here in just a second, Merlin. There you go.
Oh.
Say hi to everybody.
I was getting crap about my glasses, so I changed them. How are these? Better? So, tonight is really special. This is the one I've been requesting. The old school New Orleans music. My favorite. I'll be singing along.
You going to be singing along tonight, Merlin? I hope so. Oh, you're back on the air. We were just checking something.
Hi, Mitch Meyer.
We'll put us both on the air. How's
Hi,
that?
Liz. Oh, wait a minute. Liz's angel is taking the night off. So tonight we have the spirit of Ichiro.
Of Ichiro?
Ichiro. Yeah. He's going to watch over us.
Anything else the folks might want to know tonight, Marilyn?
We've got a gaggle of people here already. Diana Walker. She says I look lovely. Fred Stevenson, Darlene Gelstein. Hi, Darlene, you've been a regular. You're wonderful. Steph and Liz, my posse. And, of course, the lovely Connie. And tonight, Marcia Calderola, Merlin Laird, you are the sweetest thing.
Well, I believe it's time to get the show rolling. What do you think, Merlin?
And it's a special night because we're celebrating
Josh Fisher's birthday.
the lovely Josh
The bird is
Fisher
on the
from
lovely.
KY.
The lovely Josh Fisher.
Lovely
That's-
Josh Fisher.
And I'm going to turn you up a little bit, Merlin, because I just want to hear more of you. Welcome to Sweet Soul Sunday, everybody. It's great to have you with us. I'm Billy Mack. Tonight we're going to take you down to my hometown in New Orleans. And we're going to go back to the real roots of New Orleans R&B, early 60s New Orleans R&B. Some of my heroes and heroines as I was growing up, the people I used to go see at the dances. Hometown heroes who came back to New Orleans and would do dances instead of shows, and it would just be nuts. So, let's take a moment, shall we? New Orleans, how long has it been since I've seen the end of Highway 61 round that river levee bend? New Orleans, just like in a dream, skies are so serenely blue, invite me to believe it's exactly what it seemed to be. I'll go park it by the old French market, coffee with chicory and a fresh beignet, no lie, testifying anywhere's too far away from New Orleans. See my mama there, live without a care. Hear me swear, I do declare, Crescent City sings, shown up a land of dreams to me. Come along and see. Come along with me, I'm gonna guarantee you'll see horse-drawn coaches, big roaches, French bread every day. Yeah, me say no lie. Pray I was born for justifying. Anywhere's too far away from New Orleans. Believe I'm bound to see my people there, live without a care. Hear hear me swear, I do declare. Burn my winter underwear, I'll stage a one-man parade up and down Esplanade, like I know what it means to miss your red beads like you miss New Orleans. Swear that you do, city with claws, never does let go of you like you miss New Orleans. Where New Orleans is your home. Well, all right. That's a song from my soon-to-be-released CD. Billy Mack, what the hell you doing? No, it's called Crescent City Exile, and I sure hope you enjoy it. Hope everything's going well out there. And I realize I got myself a little in the shadow tonight. I'm trying to do something a little more muted this evening. We're going to go with a little red style here for a second. I was just so privileged to grow up in the Crescent City and hear some of those great artists. And I'll be telling some stories as the time goes on. I feel like doing this one. I wasn't sure whether I was going to do this one tonight or not, but I am. You know, as soon as I say I'm not sure I'm going to do it, I end up doing it. But a couple of years ago, I was working up at the Tulalip, and Aaron Neville was doing a show up there, and we had arranged for me to meet up with Aaron and talk about a few songs that I had written that I was hoping he was going to record, and I'm going to sing some of those songs tonight. But as he was walking, the meeting got fouled up, and he couldn't make it, and with everything, we tried 2 or 3 different time slots. And then as I'm doing my show there, I see a guy walking across the lobby, and what do you know? I realize, my goodness, that's Aaron. So he gets about to the middle of where I am, and I see him go. Well, if you're with me, he's going that way. And I realize he's headed for the elevators. And I forget what song I was doing, but I said to myself, I'm taking my shot. I don't know how I did it in 8 seconds flat, but I managed to get the drum machine going with the thing I wanted it to do, and kick into this song. This was Aaron Neville's first hit record back in 1962. I'm going to do it here to start. There'll be some sad talking, gonna be some slow walking, there'll be some sad singing. All you people with their flowers bringing over you, over you. Over you, pretty baby, if I ever hear you say we're through. There's gonna be a long Cadillac. All you people be dressed in black. Be all about 6 foot deep. You baby to take your sleep over you. Over you. Over you, pretty baby, if I ever hear you say we're through. Come on. Let's play a little, come on. Over you, over you. Well, Oh, yeah.
Woo!
Yeah.
Kay Schlegel reminded us that Paul Revere and the Raiders put out a version of that.
Did they?
Yeah.
Well, I missed it. So, thank you, Kay. Thanks for hipping us to that. Now, the finish of the story was, so I'm playing that song over you because Aaron Neville just walked through the lobby, and I thought, what the hell? So I finished the piano solo, and I'm going, and I look up to sing, and there is Aaron Neville standing right next to the piano. And before I could sing the next line, he hollers at the top of his lungs, "Who the hell are you, and how do you know that song?" And so I stopped playing for a couple of minutes. I said, "Folks, I have a special guest here. You'll forgive me if I take a moment to chat." And I said, "Well, Aaron, that was your very first hit record." He said, "Nobody knows that was my very." Well, I said, "Well, I know, and your fans know, and I'm sure you cut that over at Cosimo's old place, meaning Cosimo Matassa, the great recording engineer and producer of New Orleans." And I swear, for just a couple of minutes, Aaron's just drifted away. I could see it in his eyes. He just drifted back to Cosimo's old place, because that was later replaced by a newer studio on Camp Street. And we just got to talking. And lo and behold, it was another almost 2 years till a wonderful, wonderful gentleman at Pacific Rim Talent, Mr. Craig Cook, hooked me up with the folks at the Everett Historic Theater, Kurt Schreiner, and his wife, who has since passed on, and we certainly will always remember her fondly. But the Shriners were running and still do, the Everett Historic Theater, and I got booked to open for Aaron Neville. And that evening when Aaron and I met, when he came to the theater, I went up to introduce myself, and he just stopped, and he went, and I said, "Yeah, I'm that guy. I'm that guy that was over at the Tulalip Casino that night." I said, "Man, I thought of that a few times and wondered, that is was the craziest thing," and it certainly was. So
you're gonna love this exchange on Facebook.
Well,
Josh said he heard that song last week in San Diego.
Did he really?
And
surprised you could hear it over all the noise he was making.
And Connie wrote, "Josh, who was singing it?" So, Connie, it's a long story.
Well, thank you for that.
It's an inside joke.
Thank you for that fruitful interruption. And
I thought you would enjoy this.
Well, we're glad. I think, what we're going to do now, Merlin, when you do this to me, the result is that I'm just going to leave you on the camera for a while.
That's not fair.
Yeah. Okay, well, we'll be back to Merrily and her new...
I wanted to know, I'm wearing UW Washington Bow Down to Washington shirt tonight.
And that's because?
Because I was going to wear a baseball jersey, and all I could find was my old Yankees jerseys, and I know that people would hate me for that. So,
well, it would not particularly have been appropriate for the evening.
I was a fan when Goose Gossage was with them.
Well, we were all fans of various players at various given times.
Didn't have to wear their jersey.
But let me check in with the Mayor cam here. You don't mind if I actually get back to what we're doing here, the subject of the show?
I got this mic on him. I thought I might use it.
Might as well use it, huh? Well, let's get that mute button. I'm going to have to get myself a little mute pedal here. On we go to the queen of early 60s New Orleans R&B. And on a sunny day in Seattle, I almost never sing this song, but I'm going to make an exception. Irma Thomas. It's raining so hard, really coming down, sitting by my window, watching the rain fall to the ground, counting every drop, about to blow my top. I wish this rain would hurry up and stop. It's raining so hard. Bring back memories of the time you were here with me. This is a time I'd love to be holding you tight, but I guess I'll just go crazy tonight. Now there's a little thing you can sing right here. You could sing drip, drop, drip, drop, drip, drop. Give it a try. Drip, drop, drip, drop, drip, drop. It's raining so hard. Bring back memories of the time you were here with me. This is the time I'd love to be holding you tight, but I guess I'll just go crazy tonight. Oh, this is the time I'd love to be holding you tight, but I guess I'll just go crazy tonight. Drip, drop, drip, drop, drip, drop, drip, drop. Ooh. Yeah, yeah. That was a serious belt buckle polisher, I'm telling you. Right now.
Mel's here. He loves Irma Thomas.
Irma was really something. Irma, Michael Fisk is in the house. Let me check and see who's over here on YouTube. Steve, the Tangmeister is here tonight, Merlin. And he's got to tell us, is it Tengi or Tenji?
Yeah, tell us how to pronounce your name. Josh,
Oh,
Josh,
geez.
I just went to Josh's profile pic.
Yeah.
He's rocking that Jimmy Kimmel look.
Yeah, he's got the
Yeah.
5-day growth going for him. Mick Smyer's in the house all the way from Pennsylvania.
Woohoo!
Brother Dean is in the house tonight.
Aww.
I'm up on the big screen, so I better make sure I'm supposed to get ready for my close-up. All right. So this man I first met, should I tell the story of how I met Ernie Cato? I really should. My roommate, Bane Keenan. Bane was playing bass for Ernie Cato, and it was Bane that introduced Ernie and I. And I met him, as it turned out, when you work for Ernie, you work 2 nights a week, but you work 2 gigs a night. And you work from 9 to 1 on the far side of New Orleans out in Jefferson Parish, Causeway and Jefferson Highway. And you packed everything up and you drove out to Downman Road and played from 3 to 7 a.m. And having been on stage many times at 6:30 a.m. on a Sunday in New Orleans, there's that feeling when you look at your watch and you realize you got another 2/3 of a set to go and your mama's already on her way to church. You know what I mean? And that's the moment when that last few drunks, they stumble through the double doors of the front and the sunlight comes pouring in and you just go, oh, man, it's been a long night. But no matter what time of day or night, he'd be up there and he'd be working it all the time, every time. So we're going to talk about Born Ernest Candor. The world came to know him as Mr. Ernie Cato. And I tell you what, I got me some button crazies going on here, Merlin. I got numbers I didn't even know this thing would bring up. Here we go with the great Ernie Cato hit. And you get to answer almost to the lines, all right? And as always in New Orleans, we start the tune like this. The worst person I know, mother-in-law, she worried me so, mother-in-law, every time I open my mouth, she go and try to put me out. How can you stoop so low? Mother-in-law,
Mother-in-law,
mother-in-law. Come home with my pay, mother-in-law.
Mother-in-law,
And she asked me what I made, mother-in-law.
mother-in-law.
She think her advice is the Constitution. If she would leave, that would be the solution. Don't come back no more, mother-in-law.
Mother-in-law,
Mother-in-law, mother-in-law. Satan should be her name, mother-in-law.
mother-in-law.
All to me, they're about the same, mother-in-law.
Mother-in-law,
If she leave us alone, we'd have a happy home. Sent from down below, mother-in-law.
mother-in-law,
She my mother-in-law. Well, the girl is a mother. I'm talking about a mother. The woman is my mother-in-law. Oh, the great Ernie Cato. Later on in his life, he had a radio show for a brief time on WBOK Radio, 1360 on your dial. Anyway, he kind of rubbed a lot of people the wrong way because he titled his show, Cato, How Great Thou Art. Yes. It was a little much. But Ernie was such a funny guy, and he had quite a few hit records. He had records like, let me see if I got this one right. Well, let me take it up here. Well, there's a certain girl I've been after a long, long time. What's her name? Can't tell you.
no.
I can't reveal her name until I get her. What's her name? Can't tell you.
No.
I'm getting me a brand new policy. I'm gonna teach you a lesson in loveology. Hey, what's her name? Can't tell you.
No.
I gotta get this. I think this is Ernie's key right here. There's a certain. I don't like that here. Let's try this. There's a certain girl I've been in love with for a long, long time. What's her name? Can't tell you.
No.
I ain't gonna reveal her name until I get her. What's her name? Can't tell you.
No.
Get me a brand new policy. I'm gonna teach you a lesson in loveology. What's her name? Can't tell you.
No.
There's a certain girl I've been after a long, long time. What's her name? Can't tell you.
No.
All right, May Lee, power assist.
I know that word.
Way to go.
No.
Yeah, I've heard that enough myself. All right. Let me check. Man, people, I'm just getting all kinds of stuff.
Mike
Okay.
McGrath is in Spokane, I believe, and he's in Facebook Hell. He can see, but he can't respond. I don't know Facebook that well, but
Well, we get the best of both worlds then. Doesn't everybody wish marriage was like that?
yeah.
that were the case, divorce court never would have gotten a TV show. You know what I'm saying? All right. Speaking of great New Orleans R&B singers, really one of the nicest men you could ever meet. I only met him a couple of times. And, in rock and roll, there have been plenty. You can probably help me think of a few nonsense records, Merlin. Records that just had stuff that you didn't have any idea what it really meant. It just sounded cool. Sweet, doo-ba-da-doo-doo. And Lee Dorsey, he might have had a number one record with us. Certainly number one in New Orleans. And that same New Orleans funky backbeat kind of thing. And by the way, for my buddies Mick Smyer, my musical buddies Randy Austin out there, what makes New Orleans so different, for instance, Mother-in-Law, all rock and roll R&B songs at that time, if they went from the 1 to the 3, they'd go. And if they played 1 through 6, it was all minor. But what made New Orleans music so special was that it incorporated a lot of Dixieland harmony, which meant you went. So one of the things I've always enjoyed about songwriting, when I used to write songs in Nashville, we'd be running down the charts, and somebody would invariably say, "Hey, wait a second, now that should be a minor, shouldn't it?" And I would always say, "Well, it depends upon where you're from." And so I love when I write my own songs, I love putting minors where you would expect majors, and majors to expect minors. Now, I promise you I would be running through some of the tunes from my forthcoming CD. And Marilyn Laird is in the house. We let this play instrumentally a little earlier, but I'm going to sing it for you right now. And you can hear for yourself how all these great New Orleans songs have influenced me and how lucky I am to have been influenced by them. So take yourself back with me, if you would, to a summer night driving from Baton Rouge to New Orleans on the I-10, which runs right between the lake and the spillway, which is where they spill the water during the hurricanes. And when you drive down that road, you see nutria and gators and all kinds of critters and swamps, possums. And that night there was a full moon directly ahead of me, and you know what that's like. You turn your lights out and you try and drive by the moon. But I was driving home from my twin sister's house, and always makes me sad to leave her. I was thinking about Bessie Smith. I was thinking about blues singers from the 30s and 40s, and when those tunes began to evolve into really classy, hopefully classy tunes. I got back to New Orleans and wrote this song. It's called Creole Moon. Thanks to Donnie Merrill at producing this one, with Kevin Medill leading the section at Ocean Way in Nashville. And I hope you like it. It's called Creole Moon. Yes, it is. I promise. I'm not lying. Here it comes. Oh, I played it once. Boy, baby, said it, Creole Moon, Creole Moon, my love done me wrong. Yes, Creole Moon left me with just this song, but my loving's still so strong. I beg you, shine your light down on her tonight, till that day you say that everything's alright. This blue root light shall be my tune, Creole Moon. I asked an old oak tree, could he please help me? He said, my view from here ain't what it needs to be. He held his branches high, pointed up to the sky, said he had a friend he thought I ought to try. Creole Moon, my lover's done me wrong. Oh,
just this song. Billy's loving still so strong. I beg you, shine your beams down into her dreams. Let her know that my love's exactly what it seems. Till then, these blues I'll choose to cruise Creole moon. I asked a lazy river for something I could give her. This was the assistance he chose to deliver. Said he knew nothing of, you know what's coming, the ways of love. Then again he had a friend way up above Creole. Still my loving still so strong. I beg you, use that glow, if just to let her know I got this part of my heart that just can't let her go. Till then these blues I'll choose to groove. C'est vrai, jamais, Merlin alone. I beg you please to make it soon. Creole moon. Oh,
Yeah, thank you very much. That's from my forthcoming CD.
Did you put the camera
Crescent
on me
CD.
when I was sleeping?
No, you were awake, actually.
Hey, Josh Fisher loved the goose too when he was with the San Diego.
That's right. Goose spent a lot of years
In San Diego.
and he struck out a lot of guys. Very few people went yard on him. Very few people jacked it on
He's the best.
the goose. So heading back to New Orleans, you know, New Orleans music of this period, it didn't just stay in New Orleans. It became a sensation around the world, including when the English invasion happened. You know, a lot of R&B singers got put out of work, basically.
Yeah.
So, but some of those English bands, you know, like the Beatles,
We were very resentful of that.
yeah, it happens. The Beatles did "Please, Mr. Postman." Certainly, the Animals did songs like "I got a charge account and photostat, but I ain't got you. I got a tavern and a liquor store." But New Orleans music was going all around the world, including this particular Irma Thomas tune, which a whole lot of people thought was a Rolling Stones tune. Sing along. Time is on my side. Yes, it is. Time is on my side. Yes, it is. Looking for something, the kind that you need. You come running back. Yes, you will. You come running back. You come running back to me.
see. You come just like you did before. You come, oh yeah, I know you will. You come running back to me. Go ahead, baby.
Go ahead, dog.
Go ahead and run around the town.
Oh, yeah.
Do any little old thing your heart desires. Remember, I'll always be around, and I know, like I told you so many times before, you're going to come knocking at my front door. And that's why I say time is on my side. Yes, it is. Time is all on my side. Yes, it is. You think that you love me, but you want to be free. You come running back. That's all you know. You come running back. You come running back to me. Say it. Time is on my side. Yeah. Time is all on my side.
Yes, it is.
Time is on my side.
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
Hey, all right, Merlin, you'll be happy to know I referred to my wonderful agent, Craig Cook, and he just called me.
With a gig?
Yeah, you never know. Hey, all right, Bob Cisneros, bassman Bob is in the house from North Carolina. Bob was a classmate of mine. Hi, Julie. Julie's with us. Always glad to have you, Jules. Bob was a classmate of mine at Jesuit High School in New Orleans. So he remembers all these songs, going to hear him at the F&M patio and the Laborers Union Hall. We'll be referring to them in just a little while. Merrily, I got a request to take the people on a little tour of what's going on here, which I would do if the camera hadn't froze all up. So I guess I got to monkey with it a little bit. You know what I love about some of these cameras, Merrily, is that their screens go off when you plug them in to use them for broadcasting. So the only way you know what the hell the camera's doing is to look at the monitors, and then the monitor will tell you that you're cool. But I'm not. So that was another cut from my other CD that's coming out later this year called Billy Mack Tells 24 Long Pointless Stories. So be ready for that one. Now, talking about growing up at those dances down in New Orleans, Merrily, at the F&M patio, and one of my favorite guys to see was always a guy named Benny Spellman. Benny Spellman had a lot of marvelous records, and Benny Spellman was truly an inspiration for me when I was just a pup, when I was still believing that I was going to be a Jesuit priest. And I saw Benny one night, and it was at a kind of a show for potential seminarians. God knows why they brought Benny Spellman and the band in for a show for us. Didn't work the way they wanted it to work on me. Because, man, they thought I was it. It was like Cardinal Richelieu said, give us the first 7 years of a man's life, and we got him. But they thought they had me, but then they showed me Benny Spellman. And Benny Spellman came out, and it was a hot August night in New Orleans, and he had a tuxedo shirt on. And I mean, in 30 seconds, he sweat through that tuxedo shirt and his glistening black body underneath. I mean, just glistened right through the tuxedo shirt. And I just went, forget it, man. That's what I want to be. And he sang a boatload of songs that night, but among them, one of my favorite of his records, it went like this. And the OJs made a big hit out of it. Let's see, it went. Your pretty brown eyes, oh, and your wavy hair. I can't go home because I know you're not there.
I got it made like I told you before. I'm so in love with you. I figured you did the part on the other one, so I figured you'd do that.
Yeah, I don't know the words.
Don't leave me no more.
Leave me no more.
I'll take it up a step for you. Let's try it here.
Okay.
And scene.
Scene.
Take two.
2.
Your pretty brown eyes, oh, and your waving hair. I can't go home because I know you're not there. I got it bad like I told you before. I'm so in love with you.
Don't leave me no more.
Very good.
Ow!
Name of the song? Lipstick Traces on a cigarette. I hear you, lips. Every memory lingers with me yet. I got it bad like I told you before. I'm so in love with you.
Don't leave me no more.
Won't you come back home?
Won't you come back home?
Say, won't you come back home?
Won't you come back home?
Oh, I'm crazy about you, can't do without you. Won't you come back home? Lipstick traces on a cigarette. Every memory lingers with me yet. I got it bad like I told you before. I'm so in love with you.
Don't leave me no more.
Yeah, there you go, Bailey. Let's go to the piano cam. Lipstick traces on a cigarette. Every memory lingers with me yet. I got it bad like I told you before. I'm so in love with you.
Don't leave me no more.
One more time. Lipstick traces on a cigarette. Every memory lingers with me yet. I got it bad like I told you before. Again, I'm so in love with you.
Don't leave me no more.
Leave me no more. Leave me no more. Don't leave me no more. Leave me no more. Nicely done there, Merlin.
Don't leave me no more.
I forgot about that tour you opened for the Statler Brothers. Yeah, when you had to sit in a couple of nights and do the Captain Kangaroo.
So,
Hey, Stephanie is here. She said she pulled out her old Dr. John the Night Tripper yesterday and got into the Zuzu Mamu. That is some real voodoo. And you know, I got to tell you, in New Orleans, we just thought that stuff was as zany as it comes. You know, Dr. John doing all that Night Tripper, sort of Southwest Louisiana voodoo stuff, but it was on his progression, because that led to songs like I've been hoodoo. You know, and then as the early 70s came around, Dr. John began writing more songs of that sort of nature. So, Marilee, I need to have you talk to the folks for a second. So why don't you tell them who's in the house?
Our old dear friend George Schnibby is here.
Hi, George.
He's a funny man. Give us some funny. Craig Causa. Oh, I got half a name here. Whoops. Larry Shocker's here. Thank you for taking some time off from your gigs, Larry, because you're the hardest working man. Corinne Criest. I'm not sure.
Creased, I think it's pronounced.
Creased. Corinne. And Gary West. And Jonathan Frizzell. I don't know if you call yourself John or Jonathan. Marilyn Laird said, can I have an amen? And Darlene Gelstein said, amen. So we got a nice group here. Diana Walker and Mike McGrath, who's in Spokane, who can't respond. I don't understand why that happens, but let me see. Let me take a look here. Oh, Janice Pellissier is here, and she's a regular. Thank you. So it's still light out, and it is like midday for me. So I got out of bed just for you guys. Thank you very much. So I'm hoping that at some point he does one of my old favorites. I think I have the 45 of this, $10,000 reward. And if you're not familiar with that tune, you just wait, because it's so much fun. And I have a lot of the 45s from that period. They're tucked away. And vinyl is back. So as soon as we get a needle for the recorder, for the turntable,
that's that whole thing.
We need a needle for our turntable.
Well, thank you for the update on who everybody's here.
Yeah, I think I have everybody. So thank you.
Steve Tengy just chimed in. There's a wonderful Tom Waits song. I wish I was in New Orleans.
Oh.
I'm down Burgundy. A maybe and a bottle.
You're killing me.
Yeah, I can't remember. Been years and years.
Tom Waits wrote beautiful songs.
Oh, Tom Waits is, he was the real deal. All right, getting back to our New Orleans friends there. I talked about Lee Dorsey a little earlier, and I want to make sure I don't forget to do another Lee Dorsey song. And this is an old New Orleans backbeat kind of groove. By the way, there's one thing I'd like people to notice. You'll hear there are 7 or 8, 10 of them, but there are some piano licks that really identify these New Orleans songs. And one of them is when you're moving up, you go. You don't go. You go.
Words poison, I know.
You use it in all kinds of ways. So if you hear that lick a good bit tonight, Mix Meyer, that one's for you. So getting back to Lee Dorsey, I want to make sure I do a Lee Dorsey tune that was his biggest hit, without a doubt. And man, with it, New Orleans. One thing about New Orleans, it's such a tight-knit community, particularly musically, that when you play hit records by local artists, everybody would just go crazy. I'm sure they did the same thing with Wailers records up here. Here you go, Lee Dorsey. Working in a coal mine, going downtown, working in a coal mine, we're about to slip down, working in a coal mine, going downtown, working in a coal mine. 5 o'clock in the morning, I'm already up and gone. Lord, I'm so tired,
How long can this go on? I'm making a living, I've been working in a coal mine, going downtown, working in a coal mine. Woo! About to slip down, working in a coal mine, going downtown, working in a coal mine. Cause I'm making a little money, hauling coal by the ton. Saturday come around, I'm too tired to have any fun. I'm making a living, I've been working, going, working. Woo! I've been working, going, working. Come on, piano. Working in a coal mine, going downtown, working in a coal mine. Ho! About to slip down, working in a coal mine, going downtown, working in a coal mine. Ho! About to slip down, cause I make a little money, hauling coal by the ton. Here's what we used to sing at the CYO dances. Saturday come around, I'm too tired to get me some. I'm making a living, I've been working, going, working. Woo! I'm a working, going, working. Well, 5 o'clock in the morning, I'm already up and gone. Oh, I'm so tired. How long can this go on? I've been working in a coal mine, going downtown, working in a coal mine. Woo! About to slip down, alligator, coal mine, going downtown, working in a coal mine. Woo! About to slip. You hit the floor, you hit the door. Woo! Working in a coal mine, going downtown, working in a coal mine. Woo! Yeah, you're right.
You.
Lee Dorsey. Wow, Merlin, we've already been reverie-ing it up for about a whole hour now.
So it's time to. People are asking.
Oh, yeah, they want to. Well, I'm grateful that they asked. They want to know how they can help out and how this thing keeps going and how we make it all happen.
Yeah, people commenting on Tom Waits, and I wanted to remind you of the in the neighborhood.
Well, maybe we will.
The neighborhood.
Maybe we'll pull that tune out at some point.
And Connie remembered piano has been drinking. The piano has been drinking.
I wonder what would be my favorite Tom Waits song.
Oh.
That's a very tough call.
The ones on his albums that are so obscure are some of the best.
I think my favorite will always be a song called Invitation to the Blues. You remember that song, Merrily?
No.
You know what I like, Merrily? Are you on your cushion?
Am I what?
Are you on your cushion?
Yeah, I'm on my cushion. I know. I need a bigger cushion.
Well,
I'm so...
How about if we say you need another cushion? Gotcha.
Here. You got to see my stripes.
We're going to get you a taller chair. That's what we're going to do.
My stripes.
Because either that I'm just going to have to take the ticker off. So
bow down to Washington. That's all I know. Mel went to UW. And look where it got him. He's in West Hollywood.
He's a lot closer to San Diego than Josh is, that's for sure.
So, let me check and see. Somebody else came in. Mary Sutton came in.
Hey, all right.
We love you, Mary Sutton. The heir apparent photographer to Jeannie Delaccio. Wonderful photographer. I think she Instagrams it, so go find her on Instagram and look at her pictures.
Well, once again, thanks to all the people who have been so kind as to send in contributions, donations, help this thing keep going. Our Friday night surprise turned out to be quite a surprise in a lot of ways. And, I've been
a visit from Gutterleaf.
Diligently, yes, Gutterleaf. I got myself a new sponsor.
Yeah.
Sort of. And
they should be paying you.
So thanks. By the way, the Billy Mack Show is going to continue to be at 8 o'clock, but I'd like some feedback from our audience as we go on tonight. I really would like to push the Sunday shows back to 7 o'clock because it's daylight savings time. We started this when it wasn't daylight savings time.
Right, it was dark at 6.
And, you know, I'm out on the tractor and got a chainsaw in my hand, and all of a sudden I realized, oh, my God, it's 4 o'clock. Got to start turning lights on, cameras and all that. So I really would like, personally, to make this Sweet Soul Sundays at 7. So if that's good by everybody else out there, that's good by me. All right? Now, Merrily, before I go any further, I've been forgetting to make sure that I give everybody a little tour. A couple of people, Connor Dean, my nephew, and my brother-in-law, Dean, they've asked for, you know, how does this whole crazy thing happen? So I know people love to get a little bit of the behind the scenes. So I thought I should just take about 30 seconds here and show you that I'm not sure what you can or can't see in the dark, but there is what I see when I'm looking at you. I try and see you like JP Patches, you know, through the mirror. But I'm seeing a monitor that tells me where all the cameras are, what the audio levels are. Down in the bottom right there, you see what I can keep track of the upload speeds that I'm achieving and how that, you know, whether or not I got to run into the next room and do the Kelly Clarkson. And so we have cameras, and I'll you know, when you see the main camera, that's the one you're seeing right out there, and that comes from there, and the cameras. In fact, I was up till God knows what hour of the morning this morning, restringing all the lights and putting them in new places. And I do think it's worked, Merrily. I think it's much more intimate kind of deal. There's my side monitor, so I can see what's going on with the chat and so forth. And for those who want to know how all this crazy stuff gets controlled, here's a little switch box. Takes you from that camera to that camera to that camera to the piano cam to the melee cam. And we can take our little thing off the air there so we can see Merrily. Now we're back to that cam. And down underneath here is all the, that's where all the light changes come from. Then there and underneath there is all the volume pedals and what lets you hear the tracks that are playing, what lets you hear the drum machine, what lets you hear the piano, what lets you hear whether or not there's some delay on the voice.
Too much.
I'm the luckiest man in the history of the world. It's too much when you're talking, yes. So anyway, there is your little studio tour for the week. Oh, and of course, back behind the scenes are all the computers and gear that is running all this insanity. So when I say thanks to all you folks who have been so generous, I mean it. You have made this all become possible. I literally could not have done it without all the help I've been given. It's a team effort. So make sure you let me know that you do want it at 7 o'clock, because that's probably what you're going to get. Hi, Barb Evans. I haven't heard from Barbara Travers tonight, but I'm sure she's around here. Barb says she's finally here. She was out running in for the Kentucky Mule Mix. Now, my man Bob, bassman Bob in North Carolina, says that 7 is good for him, and that's 10 o'clock his time.
Ooh.
So slackers, West Coast slackers. Just want to let you know there what's going on. All right, we got to get back to Irma Thomas before we break away from this. But just before we get back to Irma, I think I'd like to do, Merrily, I want to do a song off of my forthcoming CD, Crescent City Exile. What would you like to hear?
Oh, I like Gentilly.
Shall I sing that? Let me see if I can.
It's purdy.
Let me see if I got that track handy. I'll let you do it without a track tonight. All New Orleans songwriters who have lived to this day have their kind of what they call pre-K and post-K tunes, pre-Katrina, post-Katrina tuna. And certainly I can't say that did not influence this song, but wasn't totally what I had on my mind. But it sure fits. And I want everybody to send me a little white light in hopes that one day we might convince Aaron Neville to cut this song. I think he's the right guy. It's called My Old Gentilly Home. Them old cypress sideboards painted white beneath the flickering of that dim street light, trimmed up all nice in lavender blue, and on the porch a simple bench for two. And as I pull up to that drive, I'm so glad to be alive, for I am back in my old Gentilly home. I never dreamed back when I bought her she would see so much hell and so much high water. I suppose heaven had its plans, like me and you. Here she still stands, and as I climb those creaking stairs, my darling girl is waiting there, and I am back in my old Gentilly home. Sometimes she creaks in the wind, and I swear she won't last long, but her roof don't take no water, and her foundation's strong. Back in the kitchen, there's a glow, something cooking there, I know. Smell of peppers in the pan, all stirred by loving hands. And as I walk in through that door, my heart is grateful just once more, 'cause tonight we'll sleep in dreams so deep, knowing the rest of the troubles in the world will keep. For I am back in my old Gentilly home. I am back my old Gentilly home. So when I first came up to the Northwest to sing, work for Merlin's band, Neil Rush decided to take me into their studio on North 56th. And I got to tell you, working for Neil, he taught me so much, how to run a band, how to keep it going, how to get it on the road, how to keep it on the road. And he took me into the studio up on North 56th and said, I want you to cut a song. What do you want to cut? I said, kind of off the top of my head, how about Ernie Cato's Wanted $10,000 Reward? And all the musicians in the room and the producers and everybody, they all went, what? And I said, well, I must have the record with me or something. I brought a few things to play for him. So I played the record, and damn if we didn't end up cutting it. I wish to heaven I had a copy of this, but I don't. So anyway, it's one of my favorite Ernie Cato records. It was, I believe, the B-side of Mother-in-Law. And now let me make sure we got the beat right here. You'll recognize that's that coal mine beat. I don't want to make sure I get this right. Did I print this one out? Maybe I didn't. Well, I'll just have to fake it as always. Here we go. Have you seen my baby? Have you seen my girl? I'm talking about Shirley, the one I told you I love. I search high and low, see and show, can't find my baby no matter where I go. Wanted $10,000 reward for my girl. Oh, come on, words, come to me. I walk on the river and all the seas I sail. I'm gonna hire me up a hound dog and put him on your tail. Oh, I'll 10 telegrams to far off places. Search the book of pretty faces. Wanted $10,000 reward for my girl. Walking round in circles, pulling hair out my head. Sometimes I was worried that I was dead. Don't see it, know what I mean. And no, baby, where can she be? Wanted $10,000 reward for my girl. And we got a key change like this. Whoa, certain lands I walk through, and all the seas I sail. Oh, hire up a hound dog and put him on your tail. I love this line right here. Send telegram to far off places. Search a book of pretty faces. Wanted $10,000 reward for my girl. I gotta sing that again. Oh, send telegram to far off places. Search a book of pretty faces. Wanted $10,000 reward. Wanted $1,000 reward for my girl.
Woo!
Oh, Cato.
Oh, yeah.
Cato.
Made
Light
my-
it up. Light it up for Cato. Yeah.
Made my day.
Oh, man, I love that tune. We'll always love that tune. And, you know, to have that be the first song that I cut up here. Now we got to talk about what we got the back beat up.
There was the B-side of Mother-in-Law.
One of the great backbeat hits of New Orleans belonged to Irma Thomas. And, man, you know, I've talked many times on these shows about songs you can't, if you were a band, you had to play these songs or you didn't get to leave the dance. And we're going to let you tear your equipment down. You know what I'm talking about? Up here it was Louie Louie, certainly. And down in New Orleans it was a song called Fortune Teller was one of them. But for the girls, it was an Irma Thomas song that I should have practiced it, but I didn't. Yeah, that's it. Okay, I'm ready to go. I practiced. That's enough. It's called Breakaway. Man, do I love this song because it goes. I made my reservation. I'm leaving town tomorrow. I'll find somebody new and there'll be no more sorrow. That's what I feel inside, but I can't follow through. I can't break away, 'cause you made me cry. I can't break away. I can't say goodbye. I'll never, never break away from you. No, 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 no. I made a vow to myself, you and I are through. Nothing could change my mind. I'm sorry, just won't do. That's what I say each time, but I can't follow through. I can't break away, 'cause you made me cry. I can't break away. I can't say goodbye. I'll never, never break away from you. You, no, 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 no. Even though you make me sad, million words unspoken, you have got a spell on me that just cannot be broken. I'm gonna put you down and throw it away. There'll be no baby now for you to call each day. That's what I say inside, but I can't follow through. I can't break away, 'cause you made me cry. I can't break away. I can't say goodbye. I'll never, never break away from you. No, 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 no. It's been decades since I've done that bridge. I gotta do it again. Even though you treat me bad, many cruel words are spoken. You have got it all on me that just cannot be broken. I took your picture down, threw it away. There'll be no baby now for you to call each day. That's what I say inside, but I can't follow through. I can't break away, 'cause you made me cry. I can't break away. I'll never say goodbye. I'll never, never break away from you. No, 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 no. And of course you had to go. Bum, 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 ow.
Wow!
Oh man,
Woo-hoo!
did I? When I got to go over that
It's
record, when I thought
going
about it.
rocks tonight.
All right, we're getting up on the end of it all, and it's
Yeah, we've
Just-
had a couple requests.
Yes.
Now, I don't know if these are like almost the same songs, but Poison Ivy and Love Potion number 9.
Well, they're in the group, but those are Coasters tunes, and we're going to feature that in a future show.
Okay.
That's Lieber and Stoller, and that's more New York City, more East Coast kind of a thing.
Okay, so
I love those tunes. In fact, my dear, dear friend Stephanie, I played those songs for her for many, many years.
Yeah, so she's had her fill.
No,
She's
never
been-
enough. Never enough.
Well, I got Breakaway, so I'm happy.
So don't forget, next Sunday, Josh Berger, we got to do a new graphic for us. It'll be Sweet Soul Sundays at 6 o'clock. And
7 o'clock.
I'm sorry, next week it will be at 7 o'clock. Thank you, Merlin.
Oh,
Thank you, Ed.
That's what I do.
It is my dear friend Josh Fisher's birthday, and it is the last day of the Masters. So we're going to just take an entire left-hand turn here and play something that we played on Friday night. And hopefully this little new experiment is going to work. I have no idea. But yeah, many years ago I wrote what appeared for a little while might be the new theme song at the Masters. That might be overstating the case, but that's certainly the way a lot of people, other than myself, felt about it. My great thanks to my dear friend Barbara Travers, who was instrumental in making that happen. And speaking of Barbara, we got to show her that let's see, I got to press that button and that button again, and then I got to press button number 6, I think it is. Yes, you're right. My angels are in your corner, as always, Barbara. Somebody please write the GoPro company for me and ask them, why does this get so hot? Okay, so
'Cause you're hot.
I kind of like this 3D, very scary boys and girls 3D. Okay. So, like I said, we're going to take just a 5-minute musical detour. The folks at Augusta National were kind enough to make a music video of me, and it led music video for me for this song, and it led to the discovery of long lost archival footage, some of which appears in this video. The only place you can see it is on the internal video system at Augusta National and at my shows when I do them. And I, as always, am deeply grateful to them for the kindness with which they treated me and for their consent to let me play this for you at times. It is my history of the Masters and how it all happened, and it's from my friend Josh on his birthday, and it's called Augusta, Sweet Augusta. Let's see if the buttons work, Merrily. First thing we got to do is, I see hey Dean, there's 2 buttons involved. There's that button, because I got to go black first, and then I got to do this.
Jones, and they turned orchards into fairways, laid traps amongst the trees, placed teas amid the vineyards. champions, a tournament of the best, a golf course made to put their swings and savvy to the test. First came Smith and Saracen and Demerit close behind. Nelson, Snead, and Hogan all were winners in their prime. Then came Palmer, Player, Watson, Nicklaus, till Seve led the coup. Then Langer, Faldo, Lyle, and Woosnam all came thundering through. Still Middlecoff and Burke and Stadler had their Sundays too. Like the one Ben Crenshaw showed us, even grown-up dreams come true. Augusta, sweet Augusta, on my mind. The dogwoods and your azaleas nestle neath the Georgia pines. And when I see this earth for my last time, I'll have Augusta, sweet Augusta, on my mind. Larry Mize at Amen Corner, Clifford Roberts walk on water, Michael Mirror's putt to win, Roberto DiVincenzo's sin, Raymond Floyd goes wire to wire, Tiger sets the course on fire, Couples ball stays high and dry, Saracens 2 in 35. So sit me down in Butler's cabin, and I won't need to speak. Walk with me across Hogan's Bridge, baptize me in Ray's Creek. And thanks to these two dreamers for their setting so sublime. This place, these men, these memories weave a tapestry in time. Augusta, sweet Augusta, on my mind. The dogwoods, your azaleas nestle beneath those Georgia pines. And when I see this earth for my last time, I'll have Augusta, sweet Augusta, on my mind. I'll have Augusta, sweet Augusta, on my mind. On my mind.
All right, everybody, thank you. I certainly hope you enjoyed that, and I got your texts. I understand we were a little low on the volume at first, but at least the damn thing played.
Hey,
Baby steps, all right?
it ain't gutter leaf.
It ain't got to leave. You're right about that. Merlin, anybody else we need to check in with since you're...
Wait a minute. Maria Liguori.
Hi, Maria Elena.
Oh, you know her middle name. Steve
I won't tell.
Sarandos.
The secret is safe with...
Steve Sarandos.
Hi, Steve.
Thank you for being here. Oh, Josh Fisher says Diego, sweet Diego.
Well, you know, everybody has their favorite town.
Michael McKinnon's Tom Waits favorites. Innocent When You Dream, Anywhere I Lay My Head, Cold, Cold Ground, Big Black Mariah.
Right. Well,
some suggestions. And Steve Tenji, I'm rocking the Barks tonight.
Okay, well, remember, it's just about time for us to wrap this up. Next week, Sweet Soul Sundays will be at 7. That's right. So work on that. Work on those whistling S's for a week. I'm Billy Mack. It's been a delight. Thank you for all the folks who have been so kind. Once again, we need you to get to the YouTube channel and do some subscribing. And I appreciate it. I'm trying to, for my voice's sake, trying to keep these things wrapped up at around 90 minutes. Don't forget to go to podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Spotify Podcasts, Amazon, for my new podcast, Down on the Farm, about the Seattle Mariners minor league system, Tacoma Rainiers, Arkansas Travelers, Everett Aqua Sox, Modesto Nuts. So,
Modesto Nuts.
Your favorite new franchise. So, we may wrap it up with something that I don't even sing on, but I think we'll do 2 more songs. We'll just have to see. I have no idea whether the cut I'm about to pull up is a track or an actual recording. And if it's an actual recording, I'm just going to dance around and have a good time and remind you of the great, great Benny Spellman. This is a preview of my new CD, Crescent City Exile. And I sure hope you like it. It's my tribute to Benny and to all those wonderful dances in New Orleans. And it's called Fortune Teller. Oh, yeah. And kick it. Go ahead. Take it, Billy. My fortune read. I didn't know what to tell her. I had a dizzy feeling in my head. Then she took a look at my palm. She said, "Sonny, you feel kind of warm." Looked into a crystal ball. Said, "You're in love." I said, "How could that be so? I'm not the type of none of girls I know." She said, "When the next sunrise, you be looking in her eyes." Ah, everybody say, ah, oh, 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 ah, ah. Hurry back down to that woman, man as I could be. Said I didn't see nobody, why she made a fool out of me. Then something struck me, as if it come from up above. By looking at the fortune teller, I fell in love. I fell in love. I'm in love. I fell in love. Oh, oh, oh. Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, 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 oh. John Goforth on the saxophone. Come on, Billy, it's my turn. Hit the stage like an explosion of light. Some incredible group that's over the line that hurt. Baby's wearing a 30-second through his tuxedo shirt. Yeah, the crowd of chopper to us wall to wall. Group of playing a group and they were having the ball, y'all. Told
was got some lipstick traces on a cigarette and a certain girl that he hadn't met yet. Arm was grooving, we were moving aside. He told us all about the woman who was making him high. He didn't know what they meant by down a Rampart Street, but he knew we found a groove that would never be beat. See, now I'm trying to tell you about the places he's been. He wondered if he'd ever seen a damn thing, but the fortune teller let him know that it was a thing. But then his mama told me what to do that night. Yeah, it was long ago, and you might say it might be true, but it still feels like that happened yesterday too. And you can say I'm crazy for remembering it through, but I can tell you that I need to every time I do. And I got to tell you that I'm hoping to be, and one day the same thing might happen to me. That my whole life that I would get set free, and I get my fortune told for free. That's that. Hey, yeah, 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 yeah. Let's get this going. Come on, come on, come on, come on. I'm a happy fella. I'm mad as I could be. I said I didn't see nobody. Why she made a fool? She made a fool. I hurried back down to that woman, mad as I could be. I said I didn't see nobody. Why she made a fool out of me? Yeah, then something struck me as if it came from up above. By looking at the fortune teller, I fell in love. Now, ow! Yeah, it was good for me.
Woo!
It was good for me. We can just get the blackout going. It was good for me. Thank you again for joining me tonight, sweet soul.
Barbara Travers said, I second line to Jesse Hill's gravesite with Dr. John.
Yes, I've seen a picture of that event. And Dr. John is going to be featured on an upcoming show. I thought we should do the piano players all at the same time.
Is Oopoopadoo in a second installment?
Oopoopadoo will be in a second installment because you're going to be deeply involved in that, and I didn't want to put you on the spot, all right? So, I think I'm going to take a risk here. As if I haven't taken enough already tonight.
What's new?
What's new, yes. And let me press that button, get that button off, press this button. Here we go. It'll be out in a couple of months. Crescent City Exile. Here I am, drinking the wee hours away. Another one too many toasts to a new life on the coast. Gigging from Seattle down to LA. Maybe in the next while, find me a spot. I won't feel so alone. Couple bills a night, a meal would make it tight. Singing all those songs that take my heart back home. Special gift you get there, can't get nowhere but there. Still, there's a little secret no one wants to share. That gift's got quite a big son. Better make it big, son. You can't make a living if you're living there. Crescent City Exile, prodigal son.
wondering when I'll return. Only know tomorrow I'm gonna wake up with that sorrow. Until then my heart will burn. Don't you know it must be Crescent City exile I will be. Still can hear the wife say, we got bills we must pay. Everybody wants theirs, and they want it now. You best get a day job, kind that's gonna pay job. We ain't gonna make it in no way, no how. Crescent City exile, prodigal son, wondering when I'll return. Only know tomorrow I'll wake up with that sorrow. Only the sight of her can cure. Until the next while, I'll just kick it old style. Crescent City exile I will be. Peace. Next Sunday at 7, next Friday night at 8. Happy birthday, Josh. Thank you to everybody who keeps tuning in. You know, I had no idea what was going to happen and how this was going to work, and a couple of you have sent me pictures of your televisions, and there's the show on it, and I can barely wrap my head around it, and I'm just so doggone grateful. Thank you to everybody. Have a wonderful week. Have a safe week. Get your shots, okay? Don't mess around. And Miss Merlin, anything you'd like to add?
Oh, happy birthday, Josh.
And we'll find you here on the cam as soon as I figure out what the hell button I didn't push.
I'm down here.
There you are. There you are.
I'm down here.
Oh, no wonder I couldn't see you.
I'm down here. Thank you, everybody. What a party. And on a Sunday with a beautiful sunny day. It's very kind of you to tune in and comment.
And
I love seeing your comments. Thank you.
I got to thank Liz for my vocal zones. You know, I think of you every time I put one on my tongue, I'm thinking of you. So thank you so much for everybody who's been so kind to me. Merlin?
Yeah.
I suppose we should think of U.S. bonds. Well, come on, everybody, take a trip with me down the Mississippi, down in New Orleans, where the honeysuckle growing on the honeysuckle vine. Eat you too much red beans, get a big behind. Every southern girl is a Mississippi queen. Down the Mississippi, down in New Orleans. I did this so you at home could go. Wait for it. I said, hey, yeah. I said, hey, yeah, yeah.
Hey, yeah. I'm speaking for him.
Are you? Well, come on, everybody, take a trip with me down the Mississippi, down in New Orleans,
blowing on the honeysuckle vine. And we was hoping the old Drew Brees would give it one more time. Ellis Island Belle is a Mississippi queen, down the Mississippi, down in New Orleans. Peace. Sweet, sweet soul Sunday, Sunday in the afternoon. Sweet soul Sunday, sit and watch a rising moon. Time for us to sing a soulful tune. Sweet soul Sunday, people, won't you come along? 30 seconds. Sweet soul Sunday, this is right where we belong. Here's our chance to sing a soulful song. Sweet, you know what? Very sweet it is, child. Our stripes clash. Just like I was always told, Sunday's all about soul. Everybody come on in, let the groove begin. Play it again, Sam. Sweet soul Sunday, Sunday in the afternoon. Sweet soul Sunday, sit and watch a rising moon. Time for us to sing a soulful tune. Sweet soul Sunday, people, won't you come along? Sweet soul Sunday, this is right where we belong. Here's our chance to sing a soulful song. Sweet. See you next Sunday night at 7 o'clock. 1900 hours. Just like I was always told. Love you, Randy and Cheryl.